Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss about an interesting concept which is a merge. What if you have a data in different tables? What if you want to combine those data frames together? Then we use a concept called as a merge. Whenever you want to combine multiple data frames based on a common column, just like a SQL joins, we just use a merge concept. Okay, I have taken two different tables here. One is an employee table wherein you have an employee details like employee ID, name, department ID. And similarly, I have taken one more column which is a department wherein we have a department ID, department name, and also location. So look into both the data frames and can you identify which is the common column? So before we perform merge operation, it is super important to identify which is the common column between multiple tables. So since we have an employees and a department here, the common column is going to be obviously the department ID. You have department ID in both the tables, right? So once you figure it out the common column, then performing merge is very simple. And merge can happen in different way using inner join, left join, right join, and also outer join. So we'll understand one by one what exactly is it and also how to perform using Pandas. Okay, so very simple. First, let me start with, I just want to explain you with, actual data set so that it becomes easy for you to understand how exactly this merge is going to work. Okay, all right. So basically, this is the data hub. Whatever data I showed in Pandas, same data I took it in an Excel sheet so that I can explain you in a better way. Okay, so clearly it shows that department ID is the common column. You all agree that department ID is a common column. So now coming to the first join, first merge operation is an inner join. You know what is inner join? So inner join basically returns common records in both the tables. Inner join combines two data frames by looking into a common record or matching records in both the table. Just look into this case. Which are the matching records? So can I say these two are matching? ID1 is matching. ID2 is matching. ID3 is matching. Right? Yeah. So what it will do when I try to combine them together, it is going to give us the matching information something like this. Anyhow, it gives you one department column, it removes the other one. So I can remove the one and I can include any one. Hope you are getting. This is the result you are going to get. It combines all the information from both the tables, but wherever ID is matching. Inner join is used to combine data frames based on a matching column. Wherever IDs are matching in a matching column, wherever IDs are matching, so such records it will return. See, ID equals 1, ID equals 2, ID equals 3, and we are getting corresponding employee details as well as our department details. Hope you got it. So now, how do you perform the same thing using a pandas? Very simple. Call pandas pd dot. So pd dot merge, and then first column is going to be employers, comma. Second column is department, right? So departments, and then you have to tell like what kind of inner join you are, what kind of join you are performing, and also how you are performing this join. Sorry, it's a departments. Yeah. So you have to tell which is the common column. The common column is going to be department ID. So I guess so department ID stands with a capital D, right? Yeah. So department underscore ID. And also you have to tell like what kind of join you are performing. You are performing inner join. Simple. PD dot merge. First table employees, comma, second table departments. And then you have to tell which is the common column. Be specified using a on department ID. And you have to tell what kind of join you are performing, which is an inner join. So department ID, no underscore actually. The spelling should be same. Sorry. Yeah. See, you got a common records wherever ID is matching. Those records it has fetched. This is all about an inner join. So next important join is. Hope it's clear. Yeah. Next important join is left join. You know what left join does? It returns everything from a left table and matching info from a right table. If no matching, it returns a null. Everything from left table and matching information from a right table. If no matching, it just returns a null. Let me explain. Okay, everything from a left table. So clearly in our case, employee is a left table. Everything from left table, great, and matching info from a right table. So you all agree that these three IDs are matching? So matching information from a right table, in the sense you get it like this. But for department ID, I don't know department name and a location, so it's going to be null. Simple, right? Everything from a left table, matching information from a right table, wherever there is no match, it's going to give us a null. Interesting, right? Okay, let's do the same thing with the help of a panda. Simple pd.merge. You just need to call the first table, which is employers, second table, which is departments, on you have to tell department ID, the common column. So it's department ID, and also you have to tell like what kind of join you're gonna perform. So it should be have equals. So we are performing left join. That's going to give us everything from employee table and matching information from a department table. If no matching, it's going to give us a null. Null, nan, one and the same, right? Yeah. Hope it's clear. That means it's missing. Department information is missing for this department ID. This is all related to left join. Hope it's clear. Simple. Next important join is right join. You know, everything from right table and matching information from a left table. Everything from a right table and matching info from left table. If no matching, it just returns a null. If no matching, returns null. Okay, so let's try with this example now. Everything from a right table, we all know that this is a right table. Yeah, we got everything from right table, matching information from a left table. So when I say matching information, these informations are matching. Employee ID name for ID 123. But for department ID 4, we don't know employee details, so it's going to be either null or a nan one and the same. Empty. No information found, so no information means we just represent it like a null or a nan. This is all about a right join. Everything from right table and matching information from a left table. Again, pd.merge. So you just need to call your first table, which is employers, and then you have to call your second table, which is departments. Next important thing you have to tell like how we are going to perform. So I'm going to perform based on a common column, which is department ID, and what kind of join we are performing. So I'm performing right join. See, you got everything from a right table. For ID4, we don't have matching employee details, so it's giving us like a nan or a null. No information found, right? So final one is like outer join. Outer join gives you matching information from both the table and gives null for a non-matching information. It gives matching information from both the table and gives null for non-matching. So that means it is giving everything from both the tables. Wherever it's matching, fine. If no matching, it just gives you like a null. Okay. Yeah. I'll explain it here. Simple. So first it will take a first table. It is taking everything from a first table. And now it will try to find the matching information. So clearly what is matching? Okay, this ID 123 is matching, right? Okay. And for this ID 4, we don't have any matching information. So clearly what happens? For ID 5, we don't know department details, so it's going to be null. And similarly for ID 4, we don't know employee details, so it's going to be null. See? It gives you everything from both the table. Wherever it's matching, it is returning a matching information. If no matching, it just gives you none. So that's an interesting thing about outer join. So again saying pd dot merge, you just need to call a first table which is employers, and then you have to call your second table which is departments, and you have to tell the matching column on is equal to, so it should be department ID, comma, comma. It should be like how is going to be like outer. We are going to perform outer join, right? See, you are getting everything from both the tables. Wherever no matching, it's just giving a null. If there is a matching, it is giving a corresponding details. So this is all about different types of merge that you can perform in a pandas to combine multiple data frames. Inner join, left join, right join, and also outer join. I hope it's clear. To perform all these joins, one important thing is make sure you have a common column. Got it? Okay, there is another way to perform this join. We call it like a join operation, wherein you can perform a same inner join, left join, right join, outer join, again with a join. in a different way. So let me explain that in a next video. Thank you. Happy learning.